We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with their opponents. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
Touchdown! A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Monarchs have taken the early lead.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Lawrence's throw complete there to Johnson.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Tyron Johnson.
An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. A fairly short kick from the 14.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hill. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense.
Touchdown! A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Monarchs have moved out in front. Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 2, now Lawrence. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at it, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw again is Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length. Because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot. You know, maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. Out of CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be? And he works free. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Shedding the tackle and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Henry, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. Derrick Henry His 14th touchdown now on the year.
And the Monarchs are able to extend their lead.
Bullock good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
They'll run with ETN.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Sliding out of the pocket.
And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Forced out to his left. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3.
Go! X3, 218, jump. Hey, high 7.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Steps away to his left. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Counting down toward halftime on EA Sports. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He'll buy some time right. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Monarchs are able to widen their advantage. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said is they went.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them. Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Bullock good on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey! Check back 34. Hey, Charlie! You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Let's go, hey.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This one from 48 yards away. And this will be off the right upright, but he banks it in. A high degree of difficulty there, but he gets it to go. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
The first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out and take pride in your work and try and put something together here in the second half.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Out to his left. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A handoff for ETN. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Hey, Alpha. Check back 34. Mike, 30. Let's go, 5.
Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Monarchs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down.
Good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll run it. This is James Robinson. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Hey, look at me. Zipper. 34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Check him.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Second and 14.
Mike 51. I know he ain't gay. Echo. Now. Mike 51. Mike 51. Too little, cut. Mike 51. Mike 51. Now.
Here's Lawrence. He's going to look deep down the field. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. A first down carry for Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like, that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Monarchs are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
Open man right side is Shark. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Kevin Farley.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Here you go, right here. 30. Watch the screen, watch the screen. 44, Mike, 44. Hey, I'm coming after you,
Tannehill on 1st down. Jones has it. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Rolling to his right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here's Etienne.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And this will be a Jaguars 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for our visitors, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.